Happy Halloween.
Screw you!
Alright, so we just got done watching Trick or Treat, which is probably the best Halloween-themed movie that I've seen. I've got Mike and Dustin here with me. Mike has already seen it before, but this is a new one for Dustin. So, Dustin, what did you think?
I really liked this movie, and I felt like the jump scares that it did have felt appropriate and wasn't just trying to be like, ooh, here, we're just trying to scare you up in your face. It was very atmospheric, I'd say.
Yeah. Do you think that the anthology kind of thing ran well?
I did. At first, I didn't know what was really going on, because I was like, why is this here? Why is this here? Why is it telling like 3 separate stories? But then towards the end of the movie, I really liked how it kind of just like
strung everything together.
It wrapped everything up, and it did the whole like do the beginning at the end thing again.
Yeah. So like this film was an anthology film, so there were multiple stories going on at the same time. And they often crossed paths with each other. The characters did, unbeknownst to them, but to the audience it was kind of a wink, showing you exactly where in time things were occurring. I had never heard of this movie until very recently, so when I first watched it, I was really happy with the fact that they really kept it more of like being a Halloween movie and not just another slasher. And
Right.
The character of Sam, which is the little pumpkin fetus,
The little deity of Halloween itself.
Yeah.
Old Samhain.
Yeah, the
It-
Halloween
they-
deity.
I feel like they did such a good job of presenting him as like, if you think about it, he was kind of like Rod Sterling from Twilight Zone. He was kind of overseeing the entire story, like he was always there, not really introducing the story per se, but he was always something that you had to keep your eye on because he was very, very prominent. He is what the story is about. It is about Halloween, and he is the personification of Halloween, punishing the ones who do not follow the rules.
Right.
And not typical slasher rules. Of
Right,
course.
yeah. These were Halloween specific rules.
Yeah.
I think it's important to point out, though, that Sam did not cause any of these things to happen. He certainly was not, making the people, the girls turn into werewolves, or making the high school principal murder children and apparently also inebriated women. That apparently would have happened on its own without Sam's interference, which is interesting because that means that the piece really is not man against Halloween, it's man against man, and how that escalates on the night of Halloween.
Yeah, he wasn't a malevolent force with
Right.
it. He wasn't really taking too much part in it. Really, even with the really end story about the bus driver, like he had that coming to him, and even Sam didn't even kill him. It was his own sins that really.
Well, see, that's what I
took
liked
him
about
down.
Sam.
You gotta face yourself,
Yeah,
He's just an enforcer of the rules,
Yeah.
which, if I remember right, like the rules were what? You don't blow out a jack-o'-lantern.
Exactly.
That's why the woman at the beginning got killed.
Yeah. There was check your candy.
Yeah, make
always
sure
check your candy.
And I love how
Or else you vomit like crazy.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, I love how the rules are like based off these old myths that we heard as a kid.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the whole like check your candy, make sure to have your lanterns out.
Make sure those apples don't have razor blades in them.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I think another one was like wear costumes. So it's like the thing is like the maker of this film. I remember him stating like with Easter, there's the Easter bunny and the whole going out and getting finding eggs, and then with Christmas it's Santa and all these things, and Halloween really doesn't have that. It doesn't have a set of kind of
There's
themes.
no
There's
mascot.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a mascot.
Yeah.
It doesn't have its Santa or its Easter bunny.
I mean
or
the closest thing to that would be like
crazy
I guess
drunken
the
Irishman.
the jack-o'-lantern.
It doesn't have
So
Or a witch.
its own.
well, even those are they're the
But it's not really specific
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
a witch. I mean, you could have you have like normal movies based off witches and everything.
Yeah,
like that, but
I
you
mean,
don't have like a witch.
You wouldn't have Santa and anything else other than Christmas.
Unless it's a Coke commercial. And it's a Coke commercial
Even then,
in Christmas.
right.
It's a Christmas Coke commercial.
Exactly. So, I really enjoyed it. I know Mike really enjoys it.
I've
so,
watched this movie
Dustin,
so
you,
many times.
Yeah?
yeah. I would say I enjoy this film.
I really liked it. I really think that, a lot of people do call it like a new cult classic. And I know that they reviewed it as because it did have a lot of trouble getting out there, getting out to the public because there was production problems and it was just having trouble finding its own voice. And it was, whenever I bought this, it came out like new, and I remember watching 300 and had the preview for it, and I was like, yes, I totally want to see this. And I watched it, and I was just blown away. It was a fantastic movie. Like we all talked about the Halloween, and it really is a mascot. And if you think about it, like, you go around and you buy like toys, or if you see different horror movie icons, Sam is placed up other just because it is considered a classic. I mean, it's a cult classic.
That's how I found out about the film. Was I found there's a figure out now of Sam, and I was like, alongside horror classics like Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger. I'm like, who is this Sam character?
Yeah,
and that's how I found out about the film. So this is one that I'm really glad exists. Because as much as horror movies are great on Halloween, like I think Halloween needs films like this that, make Halloween more of its own special thing. I mean, you can watch horror movies any time of the year and enjoy them, but it's nice to have something like this. So
and it's rare for it to not just be like like Halloween the movie series,
Yeah.
like, and it kind of fills that void because Halloween is about a serial killer. Going around. It's a maniac.
Yeah, and
this is about the holiday Halloween. This is Halloween's Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh God.
This is Halloween's A Christmas Story. This is Halloween's. It's a Wonderful Life. You know what I mean? I feel Christmas gets way too many of its own movies. I really think that Halloween, there should be more of these, and it's wonderful that they did an anthology, because with Halloween you have so many different. You have so many different types of like characters that you can do it around, because it's based off horror movies. It's based off like scaring away your spirits and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's wonderful that they did like werewolves, and they did the
zombies
and
the vampires. So those are all horror things, but it's tied together with the Halloween theme.
Because it does tie in with the Halloween theme. They do such a good job, and I've seen this movie probably 5 or 6 times. I adore this movie, and it's so cool every time I watch it, because like you guys said, that it's involved with itself. It's very much, everything is kind of taking place around the similar time. You just notice little things each time.
Yeah, there's something new you want. I mean,
exactly.
Nothing gets left out.
Exactly, and you like whenever you watch it, you watch it one time and you watch it again. You're like, oh, I noticed that. And you watch it again, oh, I noticed that. And you just slowly but surely you get more involved with the movie. You just notice these little things, and it's wonderful. It's such a good Halloween movie. There needs to be more like it. I really think that we need more Halloween themed movies.
Yeah, maybe this will start a new trend.
I hope.
Hey Sean,
What?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Screw you.